Thank you very much. My dear people of Tombra, I want to talk to you this afternoon on the theme of my talk is how violence hurts everyone alike. My dear people of Tombra, the pain and the suffering caused by the recent violence in our beloved county do not discriminate. They affect us all. No matter who we are or where we stand, violence knows no boundaries, no tribe, no religion, and no status. Its reach is universal, and its impact leaves no one untouched. When violence strikes, it tears apart the very fabric of our society. It takes fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters from their families, leaving behind grief and echoes for generations. It destroys homes and livelihoods, creates fear where there was once hope. In the end, it hurts every man, woman, and child in our society, whether directly or indirectly. Its damage on families. Every life lost in this senseless act of violence is a father who will no longer provide for his children, or a mother who will no longer nurture his family, or a young man or a young person who will never realize their potentials and dreams. These tragedies leave scars that will never fully heal. Its impact on our children. When children grow up surrounded by violence, they carry those memories with them. They lose their sense of safety and their belief in a better future. Instead of learning in peace and playing with joy, they are burdened with fear and uncertainty. This robs our next generation of the childhood they deserve and the potential they hold to build a better tomorrow. The threat, it is threat to the peace and progress in Tombra. Violence destroys trust between neighbors, divides communities, and undermines our effort to build a peaceful, prosperous society. It stalls progress, disputes the implementation of the peace agreement, and sends a message to outside world that we are not ready for the opportunities we deserve. The economic burden this conflict has brought to Tombra. When violence erupts, resources that should be used to build schools, hospitals, and roads are instead diverted to security and emergency responses. It drives away investors who could have invested in Tombra and stalls economic growth, leaving our people struggling even more to make ends meet, like what I've seen in Tombra. Women are suffering and children. The loss of unity. Above all, violence tears apart the bonds that hold us together as one people. It creates suspicion, anger, and a division, where there should be unity, compassion, and understanding. It erodes the foundation of our community, making it harder for us to stand together in times of need, like Tombra is now. We must recognize, my people of Tumbra, that violence hurts everyone. There are no winners in violence, only losers. This is why we must reject it in all its forms and work together to restore peace and rebuild trust in people and in our institutions. Tumbra belongs to all of us, and its future is in our hands.